Cool. So let's get going. We'll give people time to funnel in as I talk. Um, as you might have seen in one of the posts about the outline of this 21 days, when I was talking about this week, the heart-based week, one of the things we, as mindfulness teachers, try to remind people of, like the word for mind and the word for heart in almost all Asian languages is the same word. And when you hear mindfulness, it's really helpful to hear heartfulness. While it's true that in some meditation traditions there can be this like very sterile kind of awareness, which I have to say I experience a little bit in Burma with my teacher. It's just like a clear discernment of the experience, just know it with bare attention. I've found for myself since then and in my own teachings, this quality of heartfulness infused into the mindfulness is very helpful for befriending more aspects of our experience. And at the heart of it, what I still stand by, even if you're looking for the most ultimate enlightenment, the thing we need to do is make peace and make friends with all dimensions of our experience. Otherwise, we're in an oppositional relationship with ourselves, our mind, our thoughts, emotions, sensations, and anytime there's that opposition, there's going to be tension. So this week we'll get to explore some heart-based practices that bring that heartfulness to the forefront. And today specifically, we're going to start out where I think you should when you're talking about heart-based practices, which is loving-kindness meditation, which will be different than the previous practices in that it will involve reciting some phrases. So I'm excited for that. Let's find a comfortable posture if we haven't already done so. Remember, the posture can be whatever feels good for your body, sitting, standing, lying down. If it's comfortable to do so, you can close your eyes. And we'll begin by tuning into the sound of the bells. When I ring them, see if you can bring a quality of heartful awareness to the sound, just appreciating the goodness of it with a quality of heart, whatever that might mean to you. We're just playing with this at this point. So let's start by taking a deep breath together in through the nose and slowly out through the mouth. Inviting the jaw to soften. The shoulders can be at ease. As well as the hands and the belly. And as the body starts to settle in, you can let your breath fall into its natural rhythm. Remember, we don't need to force any particular breathing pattern. The body knows how to breathe. We sit back and we're just bringing a new, refreshed presence to the experience. Starting to stabilize and ground our attention more in the present moment. how loving kindness meditation is the intentional cultivation of qualities of empathy, care, kindness, love, acceptance, warmth, what we might call heart qualities. Sometimes with this practice there can be some resistance if we're not used to engaging in that, and that's okay. We'll do our best with it, and I tend to find it helpful to have one hand placed on my heart, usually my right hand, and the left hand on my belly. So we're going to start by cultivating this loving kindness toward ourselves. And I'd like for you to bring to mind an image or a felt sense of yourself. It could be your present day self, or it could be a younger version of yourself. But some experience of you, a felt sense of you, that you feel open to offering some loving kindness. As you hold yourself in your mind, just seeing that, this person is trying their best to get through this life, which can be very complicated and messy at times. They get things right, and sometimes they get things wrong. But they are doing the best they can with the resources they have at hand. And so as you start to see this person, feel this person, you, in your mind, notice if there's any sort of opening in your heart, some empathy, or even just a wish for this person, you, to be happy. And from that place, you could just say the phrase in your own mind, "May I be happy. May I be happy." And each time you say it, see if you can feel it drop into your being in the same way a drop of dye might permeate water. May I be happy, and then let it sink in. So you might say the phrase, wait 5 to 10 seconds to really feel it, and then say it again. Just sensing and feeling what it's like to offer a wish to yourself from yourself, acknowledging that all beings want to be happy, and you are as deserving as anyone else, just through your birthright. And instead of it being someplace in the future that we're trying to get, may I be happy, next year, can you start to feel it and open up to it right now? May I be happy? And just feel what that would be like if you had that right here. The next phrase we'll say is, may I be safe. May I be safe. Again, another fundamental human need. Feeling that we'll be okay, that we're not in danger. A lot of times this safety can be created externally. But we can also help to create it internally. Creating a space where it's okay to be ourselves. It's okay to be uncomfortable. It's okay to be uncertain. So as you say this phrase in your mind, may I be safe, see if you can connect to the experience of safety right here. You're okay right now. May I be safe. Remember, we're connecting to the intention behind the words. The words are not that important. It's the felt sense behind them. Sometimes we don't feel anything. Sometimes we feel resistance. It's all okay. We just continue with the phrases. And the next phrase will be, may I be healthy. May I be healthy. And all the different things that that means for you. And even if you're struggling with your health in this moment, you can still feel the wish for yourself and the love that comes from offering that wish for yourself. We're connecting to that part of our heart that wants what is good for someone, that wants them to be happy, that wants them to be at peace, that wants them to be okay and safe. Just happens that that someone we're opening up to is ourselves. May I be healthy. And the last phrase will be one that you get to create for yourself. What is something you feel like you need to hear? May I trust myself? May I accept myself? May I be loving? May I be strong? Take a moment to feel into what that might be for yourself, and then offer it. Seeing if you can connect to this coziness within yourself, the friendship that you're developing with you. And now that we've started to fill our cup, or what I like to call charged our heart battery, let's see if we can extend this now to the rest of the community we're practicing with right now, and anyone or any being in your life that you feel could use some loving kindness. And try to extend it with the idea that maybe this might be actually offering them something, just as a thought experiment, something to try on. And just saying to all of us, or anyone in particular, may you all be happy. May you all be safe. May you all be healthy. And then whatever final wish you'd like to offer. In a moment, I will ring the bells. And when I do, you can bring the same awareness and heartfulness to the sound until the third bell dissolves into silence. you're ready, you can start to reorient yourself back into the space and eventually allow your eyes to open. Thank you, everyone. If you feel inspired to share whatever your phrase was that you were sending to yourself or others, you can put that in the comment bar. I'll talk just a little bit about this practice before we go, so if you'd like to stay, you can. Loving kindness brings up different things for different people. I remember the first time I did it, I really did not like this practice. It seems to be the theme with a lot of meditations I do. But I didn't feel anything. I didn't even feel resistance. I just felt, or resistance I could be in touch with. I just felt numb. I was like shut down. And it really wasn't until I started taking my practice more seriously and developed more of a mindfulness practice that I revisited the loving kindness and made it more a part of my practice. And it felt like, this isn't the best imagery, but like ice sort of melting around my heart. Not that I would say my heart was covered in ice, but there was that feeling of just something melting and opening, and it was beautiful. In general, what I find, across genders, people have different experiences with this, but men in particular, I think with our conditioning growing up, this can be a tougher practice, or we tend to feel a little bit more shut down. Not all of us, of course, but if you did notice that practice, or you did notice that experience, know that's okay. And this is something that starts to shift, and it's really powerful when it starts to shift. It doesn't mean that we just become a puddle of love and we don't do anything. It becomes a powerful force. That heart battery that gets charged really allows us to stay open to more dimensions of our life and walk through our life as our own companion. We will explore more as we go, like what it means to send some of this outward to other people. And that's really powerful. But the reason we start here is that I think there's some bypassing that can happen. And when we first start trying to just send it out to other people, have you ever gotten caught in that? It's like taking care of other people, wishing their happiness, but we completely neglect ourselves. And there is something to be said for first filling ourselves up, or filling ourselves up enough that we actually have something to offer. And it's not just a cognitive, like, may you be happy. So that's what I aim to do with loving kindness. Really fill up my bucket, charge my heart, and then just allow the offering to someone else to be an organic extension. As you go about your day, these are phrases you can bring into any part of your day, like not just while you're sitting, but I do it when I'm driving. Many of us aren't driving as much as we used to, but it's a great opportunity. It's like, may you be happy as the cars drive by, especially when someone cuts you off. Oh, you can be happy too, but maybe not as happy as that person. I really like using driving as an opportunity for loving kindness. Obviously, keep your eyes open. But just anytime you might feel your heart starting to shut down and close down, you can come back to these phrases, and eventually something starts to open, and it's powerful. So yeah, this recording will be here. You could check it out on YouTube. If you think you know someone who might be interested in this practice, feel free to share it with them, tag them in this video. Send the YouTube link, send them over to Facebook where the recordings are as well. This is day 8, so we're moving steadily along. It's wonderful to practice with you. And may you all be happy, may you be safe, may you be healthy, and may you find whatever it is you're most looking for and most need in this life. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Thanks so much. Lots of love.